GCMMA guys coming to you this week with UFC Paris.
Oui.
Okay, stop. Let's start again. We gotta start again.
All right.
GCMMA guys coming to you this week with our UFC Paris card prediction. Boys, we appreciate the support on the last video. You know, that was a very unfortunate night of events, and we're glad that we got some level of enjoyment, you know, out of that card, because the Sphere, like we said, guys, like, it was pretty cool. I would be surprised if they never went back there again, but like, it was definitely a good card. But I still just cannot get off fucking Sean O'Malley.
He didn't do shit, bro. Like,
and guys,
yeah,
fuck
we gotta address
Guru.
this.
Fuck the Guru for trying to talk about, for an hour long, he's talking about Sean O'Malley was robbed. Are you guys fucking kidding me?
Come on.
Sean O'Malley would be like the fucking Patrick Mahomes of the UFC if he somehow was finding a way.
He pulled that win out of his ass
by
a split decision.
Yeah.
The Sugar Show.
Guys, yeah, come on.
Dude,
that's absolutely fucking stupid. And the Sugar Show should be ashamed of himself.
The Guru is honestly like my favorite MMA YouTuber. But I cannot agree with that take that he did not win the fight. Come on, like, oh, the damage, this and that. Like, come on.
He got him with a body kick.
Like,
are you fucking kidding me? A 5-round fight, you're getting manhandled, picked up, dropped, and outlanded, but you get it, someone with one good body kick in there. Someone's trying to make a case you won the fight.
But Dominic Reyes didn't beat John Jones, but Sugar Sean somehow beat. Like, guys.
That's so stupid.
But that's besides the point. Let's get on to this card, the UFC Paris card. First fight on the early prelims, we got Balaji Oki versus Chris Duncan. I don't even know who to take, really, because I picked and bet on Balaji Oki when he
split decision
in his last fight against Tim
Kwamba. Come on, guys.
And I was expecting him to fuck
is
him
kind of
up,
on that, bro.
but it went to split decision. Like, Chris Duncan is like an alright fighter, I will say. Like, he definitely doesn't suck, and I think he'll get this done with the experience and the things he's done in the octagon so far over Balaji Oki. I can't rate a split decision over Tim Kwamba too highly.
Yeah, guys, I mean, there's not much more else to say about that. Like, the only thing I can say is that Timothy Kwamba is ridiculous, and going to split decision with that guy is just, like, not a very good look. Like, I'm definitely going to have to fade Oki in this, and, like, hopefully, you know, he can be, like, the first, like, bi Scottish fighter who's not fucking Paul Craig, because he's completely sold everything he stands for at this point.
He doesn't give a fuck about winning fights. He thinks every match is a jiu-jitsu match, and he gets knocked out every time for that. But moving on, we have Daniel Barz versus Victor Altamirano. Dude.
Probably Victor Altamirano, to be honest. Because, like, he did have a pretty
good... Bro, but he's just, losing a decision to Tim Elliott is just too fucked in my opinion.
He had a good fight with Felipe Dos Santos at Elevation. So
but how good is Felipe Dos Santos?
Fuck him, dude.
Obviously, we overrated what he was, bro. And he lost a split decision, so it's like... I think I'm honestly picking Daniel Barz. I'm not picking some guy who lost the decision to Tim Elliott and then lost a split decision to Felipe Dos Santos.
We can go with that guy. Daniel Barz, whatever the fuck his name is. I've never even heard of this guy.
Just fuck that fight, and oh my god, this fight is on that. We got Taylor Lapis versus Vince Morales.
Hold on, bro. Who's Vince Morales?
He's making his UFC debut.
I think I might have Taylor Lapis.
Vince Vendetta Morales.
Okay,
I'm taking
bro.
Taylor Lapis, boys. Holy shit.
Guys, that tells you all you need to know, because we have never really fucked with Taylor Lapis.
Or like any French fighters to begin with, so Taylor Lapis is the pick there, boys.
He's getting a gift.
Next up, we got Ludovic Klein versus Roosevelt Roberts. I want y'all to sign the alarm right now because we have the lock of the card. One of the locks of the card. Ludovic Klein is about to beat the living fuck out of Roosevelt Roberts. Are you kidding me? Guys, Ludovic Klein is kind of raw. Like, he doesn't get the most finishes, but in every fight, he's always
dominant.
He's dominant, and he's fucking the other guy up. Like,
and guys, I mean, really, how are we gonna pick someone who went onto the season of the Ultimate Fighter and lost after he got on the season Ultimate Fighter because he got cut for getting spinning wheel knocked out by Ignacio Bahamondes? Like we're picking that
that guy's winning this fight.
Yeah, are you guys fucking kidding me? Ludovic Klein has been running it in the UFC for a couple years now and has a decent record. Like, he's big, he has good takedown defense, he's shown better striking. I mean, it was against AJ Cunningham, but still, guys, like, I definitely just think that he can get this done.
Umar C versus Daewoo Jung. And guys, talk about a fucking lock. We got 2 locks back to back. Are you kidding me? Daewoo Jung went to split decision with Sam Alvey. Do we even need to break this down?
He didn't go to split decision. He went to draw.
No, yeah, he had a majority draw against Sam Alvey. Do we need to say anything?
He lost decision to Devin Clark. That's the only time I've ever picked Devin Clark to win a fight.
And this
was against Daewoo Jung.
And Umar C, he's like a 5 prospect in a way. Like, he's fucking people up on the regional scene, and he submitted fucking Tuco Tacos, that fucking guy. But if he can submit that guy, he can fuck up Daewoo Jung, who's on a 3-fight losing streak. So, Umar C, boys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know too much about Umar C, to be honest, but I mean, he's at home, and like we said, sometimes you just gotta pick a fighter not because of who they are, but because of who their opponent is. I just cannot pick Daewoo Jung. Like, that guy sucks.
Bro, you know when we're
held at gunpoint to pick that motherfucker.
Ivan Kutelaba or Kutelaba versus fucking
Ivan Erslan. Guys, do not bet on this fucking fight.
Operation Fade on Kutelaba is in full effect for this card, guys. This guy is literally losing to Felipe Lins, who's getting cut after winning against him.
Some guy's kicking your ass and then getting cut because
of how unimpressive that win was.
Yeah. Like a win over you, literally.
And you didn't finish him, you're kidding.
Yeah, literally. That's how bad you have to suck. Fading on Kutelaba at all costs. Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, who the fuck in their right mind is gonna pick the fucking dude who shows up at weigh-ins painted green like the fucking Hulk
and is losing decisions to Felipe Lins? And then Felipe's lens is getting fired because his win over you wasn't impressive enough.
You're the fucking,
you suck.
You're the psycho who tries to think he's like fucking Hulk and you really suck.
Like, literally,
you're like the reverse.
And
Hulk,
bro, I know there's gonna be some in the comments saying, actually, Ian Kutelaba is pretty good. You guys are just casuals.
Ian Kutelaba would kick your ass.
Yeah. Some idiot is going to say that in the comments. I know it. Forz Ziam versus Matt Frevola. We have to fade Matt Frevola.
Gosh. I cannot bet on this idiot who's literally getting knocked out in his last fight.
Dude.
Because someone threw a head kick while Matt Frevola was looking off to the side.
Dude, this is the funniest shit. Because we went to the UFC Orlando card and we saw Matt Frevola and his coaches and shit walking down, like we were walking in the concession stands area or whatever, and he was walking in the opposite direction, and we were thinking like to ourselves, like, if we shoulder checked Matt Frevola and shit, like what would happen. Now I like my chances of shoulder checking that idiot in that arena because he's literally like he's in a fucking fight. Looking in the opposite direction like, oh, and getting knocked out.
Rewatch
the fight.
Looking to the side, but like smiling.
Rewatch the fight. In the moment he got knocked out, he's looking away from his opponent, laughing about some shit, and he gets knocked the fuck out. Like, and I'm supposed to bet on that guy to win a fight? Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, this fight is so rogue.
We should have shoulder checked his ass.
Ziam went to split decision with what was that guy's name? The Dan
Claudio Blez. That guy's an idiot. Talk about
going to split decision with him.
But the only reason he went to split decision was because that idiot would just held him down to the ground the whole time, but he was still getting fucked up on the ground. That's the only reason it was a split decision. But Matt Favola was not gonna try to take him down like
guys, whenever Matt Favola lost fight, I watched his vlog afterwards, and when he was rocking his Jets jersey, and they were just smoking weed, and
of course that guy is a Jets fan, bro. Of course.
And their crib, and it just seemed like he didn't even really give a fuck.
And we're supposed to bet on this fucking guy? Like, no way.
Absolutely not, boys.
Pass or fucking Forezium money line.
Next fight, bro. What the hell is that?
All right. So this is a 2.5 unit bet. Yeah, let's lock it in right here. Let's see what's going on here. All right, there we go.
What is it, like $20?
It's like 2.5 units right here. 2.5 units.
Sure. I think that's the one that has $2.50.
Sorry, if you want to see.
Alright, boys, next fight on the card, we got Morgan Charr versus Gabriel Miranda.
You guys have got to be kidding me with Gabriel.
Yeah, I can't bet. I know we're gonna have the pictures of these motherfuckers.
That guy is like the shitty version of Jose Alvarez.
I'm not betting on this guy on a guy with a mustache like this. Hopefully he's in this part of the video, but I'm not betting on a guy with a mustache like that. Morgan Charr is a decent prospect. I know he lost a split decision to Chepe Mariscal, but Chepe Mariscal is actually raw. Like he
fucked Damon Jackson up.
He's a good fighter, so I'm not gonna get on Morgan Charr for that, but I am about to get on Gabriel Miranda. Like, he got KO'd by fucking Saint-Denis, which isn't a bad loss, but still, like,
it's kind of a shitty loss, let's be honest.
Of course, the guy with a dumbass mustache is getting knocked
come
out.
On. He's what, knocking out Matt Favola,
and he's fucking 34.
And everyone's talking about BSD might be a threat to Islam Makhachev. Because he knocked out Matt Favola.
We were calling it on this channel that Dustin Poirier was KOing BSD. That was an underdog. Everyone was on BSD money line. We fucking called that shit. BSD is not as raw as people think. Oh, but he had a staph infection. Boo fucking who.
He beat Thiago Moises.
Like, he's not as raw as like, in no means is he ready to fight Islam Makhachev or anybody in the top 5, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Morgan Charr.
Yeah, Morgan Charr.
Next fight on the card, like, this fight is a true 50-50 in my opinion. I really don't know who's gonna win this fight. I'm leaning one person, but it's Kevin Doucet, Brian Battle. I'm leaning Kevin Doucet here, just because he's at home. And he's good on the ground. Brian Battle has power. Don't get me wrong, but I just like Kevin Doucet here, to be honest. But I'm not saying Kevin Doucet. I'm saying Kevin Doucet wins 6 times out of 10 versus Brian Battle. Basically, like, this could go either way.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I do fuck with Brian Battle too. Like,
yeah, he's raw.
He's pretty good. But, like, I just feel like Kevin Doucet is more technical than him. Like he said, like, he's at home. And I just feel like the momentum is on his side, too, because, like, he's undefeated in the UFC now. Like, he's trying to move up. Like, I'm definitely going with Kevin Doucet.
Yeah, but I definitely see a world where Brian Battle could
Brian Battle could knock him out and he could get fraud checked. Like, he's not a lock by any means.
But next fight on the card, we're going to have to sound the sirens again. We've got Joe Anderson Brito versus William Gomez. And if you guys been watching our channel, when John Silva was supposed to fight William Gomez, you know we've been on William Gomez's ass for the.
He's the luckiest man in the UFC.
He's the luckiest fucking guy in the UFC for dropping out of that fight versus John Silva because he had a shitty weight cut. And
he would have gotten fucked.
But the UFC, guys, this is the thing about this matchup you have to understand, and you won't get this take from any other MMA channel on YouTube. One thing you have to consider for this fight, the UFC was pissed that William Gomez had a shitty weight cut and couldn't make it to the fight. So they're like, we're not letting this guy get off easy. Feed him to Brito. Brito is about to destroy this motherfucker. And honestly, the odds, Brito should be like upwards from minus 500 in this fight, boys. I don't know why he's in the minus, like 200 range.
Yeah.
He should be minus 500. So betting on Brito here is definitely the way to go, boys. This is like the best bet in my opinion, because he honestly should be a bigger favorite than he is right now. So lock that in before he does become minus 300, 400, some shit like that. Because, yeah, I know somebody's going to say, well, William Gomez, he has these decision wins over these guys and these guys. Like, bro, who? I don't give a fuck. He's not about it, bro. Or Brito is about it. Like, he is going in there to fucking take your soul. And William Gomez is not ready for that at all. He's going out.
Yeah, 100%, guys. I definitely feel like one day would be a great fight to put Brito versus Gene Silva and see who runs it the most.
Shit.
That fight would be.
If that gets made, I'm slamming. Does not go to the distance.
The next fight is probably Naser Mavov versus Brendan Allen. And guys, while I'm definitely gonna go with Imavov, I'm not probably going to bet on this one because I don't want to count out Brendan Allen. But one thing I will say is he did go to a split decision 5-round fight against Chris Curtis.
Which is concerning.
Yeah, Imavov is knocked out Cannonier. He's had decent performances. I just feel like he's the more tested and he's going to be able to better striking. He's not that bad on the ground and fucking Brendan Allen, he's good, but we'll just have to see how good he is. I can't pick him against a step up.
Imavov is levels above Chris Curtis. That.
He literally kicked Chris Curtis's ass.
Yes, he's levels above Chris Curtis. And Brendan Allen should have finished Chris Curtis, let's be honest. Chris Curtis was he broke some part of his body. He got injured in that fight and Brendan Allen still couldn't finish him. I like Brendan Allen, that's the thing. I fuck with Brendan Allen. I just think there's the levels of the game. Imavov is better than him. And anywhere the fight goes, even if it goes to the ground, I can see Imavov surviving on the ground. I don't see him getting submitted. And Imavov is definitely the better striker on the feet, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, and say what you will, he had a pretty, it was a pretty big war between him and Delite. They were going back and forth, and I would say Delite is definitely someone who's good with grappling and getting it on the ground. Maybe not quite as good as Brendan Allen, but he showed that he can compete with people whose fighting style like that. So I'm definitely gonna have to go with Imavov.
Yeah. 100% Imavov. But that brings us to the main event of the card. Benoit Saint-Denis versus Rino Moicano. And that also brings us to the underdog pick of the week and our pick, Money Moicano, to win this fight, boys.
He cannot afford to lose.
He cannot afford to lose. That's what he said himself. And I trust him. I trust him to win this. Especially the fight he had with Jalen Turner where he got rocked and then he came back and fucked up Jalen Turner. This is the type of guy, kind of like Duplessis, where he's not going to go out easily. You have to forcibly take him from this realm. Like, he always is gonna be in the fight no matter what the fuck happens. Like, you have to get him out cold to beat this guy. And sure, Saint-Denis is good on the ground, but Moicano is also amazing on the ground. If it goes to the ground, I can see Moicano locking up some crazy submission on Saint-Denis, and Saint-Denis is gonna be throwing crazy shit. I see Moicano keeping it tight and throwing like those long punches, jabs, and rocking Saint-Denis on the feet. I see that happening, and I'm gonna sprinkle Moicano in this, boys. At plus 200 odds, you gotta at least admit, even if you're picking Saint-Denis, you gotta admit a sprinkle on Moicano is a good move here, boys, at plus 200 odds.
Yeah, and boys, like, you got to be thinking about what is Saint-Denis' mindset going to be like with his chin, because his fighting style before was fight super reckless, get caught, and like keep sliding in. But like, I get it that Moicano's no Dustin Poirier, but he's definitely going to be thinking, okay, I'm not invincible. I can get clipped and get knocked out. I don't want to run that back. Like, if he's not blitzing him as much, and like Moicano can, you know, keep the range and be able to even strike with him on the feet.
Yeah, I like Moicano here, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm betting him on this, and I want him to win this fight because that post-fight interview is gonna be ridiculous. Paris, France. Paris, France. I love you guys. Boo. You know what? Fuck you. Moicano wants money. Like, he's gonna be on some type of bullshit like that, boys. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, boys. Stay tuned for the next video.
And drop your picks in the comments if you're fading us on any of these. Just MMA out.
See y'all, boys.